Hi Leo, this is Kay. You're on the Collective Soul Tarot channel. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to your reading. So for this round of readings, I decided to put two decks together to do the past, present, and near future energies again, going back to that as I was doing before. And I put two decks because it was going to help minimize the possibility of repeats. All right, and that's why the deck looks ferocious. So let's find out. Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit, wants you to know about your near or far past and your present day energy, and then your near future energy. So near or far past, we have Snake. Card number 7, that's heaven number. Deception, jealousy, betrayal, backstab, toxic, silent treatment, seduction, sexuality, and counterproductive. Good thing that's in the past. Okay, let's see. This is the present day, is the Milky Way. Networking, marketing, internet, fame, expand, spotlight, innumerable, social media, publicity, connecting, and exposure. Leo, I'm thinking this has to do with work. Okay, near future, rings, contract, agreements, bonds, strong connection, union, partner, counterpart, lovers, telepathy, like-minded people, committed partner, engaged, interconnected, and soulmate. So it could be a work situation where somebody was behaving badly, like the snake energy. Can't put it down with one hand because it's too big. Okay. Yeah, or it's a romantic situation, you know, with a partner that had been deceiving. So we'll find out. Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit, please help us understand. Bring us some more information from the Lenormand. Past energy. Rider, that's fast incoming news. Fast incoming news, and it's usually good news. Got the 9 of hearts there, which is the 9 of cups. Maybe overindulgent. News about someone being overindulgent. Networking, like this Milky Way energy in the present day. It speaks to me as like as in work or career, business. Partnership, you know. Okay, what's the present day energy? Ring. Oh, well, holy smoke. Look at that. That's 25, that's 7. So, ring and ring. Well, I mean, rings are commitments, they are agreements, contracts. Of course, it's lovers too, and partner, like romantic partnership, getting engaged. Okay, near future. Gentleman with a cup to offer. Ace of Cups is Ace of Hearts here. Ace of Cups, 28, it adds up to 10. 2 and 8 adds up to 10, which is a new beginning with 1. Very interesting. So we got 1 here, 1 here. 7 here, 7 here, then we've got 2 actually, and 2 here. Partnership, it's all about partnership. It's all about a partnership. Now, what kind of partnership? So for some of you, Leo, who's ever watching this video, it'll be something to do with business, work, career, whichever, however way you make your money. And you spend half your day, 50% of your time, of your conscious hours. And for some of you, you'll be romantic. Let's get some more information. Archangel Michael, please, Major Arcana. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune says, I can hardly read it, it's the Jara rune, a cyclic nature of life, fate, luck, change, and fortune. Okay. And what can we use? What can we get to clarify the Wheel of Fortune, please, Archangel Michael? Page of Cups, just like this one here, but this, you know, that's a gentleman, so that's more like a King of Cups, but it is just a gentleman. Number one would be like the King of Cups, and it's an offer of love. It's an offer of something that's good, that you're going to love, that it's positive. In other words, it's a positive offer. It's a lucrative offer. It's a lucrative agreement. It's a lucrative contract. It's a lucrative partnering or partnership of a connection or a union. Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, it's what it is that someone cheated you in some way in the past. You heard news about that. Somebody was being overindulgent, which put an end to that. You put an end to that, or it just ended, but you put an end to that, let's say, had a new beginning. You partnered up with somebody else, presently partnered up with somebody else. It's a very lucrative partnership, okay, with the Wheel of Fortune, moving in a very fortuitous, fortunate way, with the Page of Cups being that offer, that new page. You know, it's turned, your chapter there's a new page in the new chapter of your life that has to do with a very good offer, you know, a very good start, new start, okay, something that is going to be very advantageous and beneficial to you emotionally, maybe financially, career-wise, whatever. And then the near future is, again, it's further contracts, or you are actually going to get married, or you are actually signing contracts with someone. This could be somebody that's just you met and that you are like rubbing the genie bottle, right? And your three wishes have been granted. One of them being, I'd like to have someone else in my life that I can trust and work with and expand with and move on with, to create really great business opportunities, really great romantic relationship with, true soulmate kind of thing, whichever way you're going there. And the rings is just that you are actually in the near future cementing that, putting it down in writing, and it's going to be something that is a very lucrative, you know, beneficial new path, new project possibly, and just an offer romantically that someone wants your hand in marriage, or you're offering someone your hand, or asking someone for their hand in marriage. But yeah, it's now this is a man. This is definitely a man. Okay, it's not. I wouldn't say that. Well, you could be a woman in this energy. No, this is a man energy and image. Okay. So that's what the storyline is right now. So it's going from not being so great to heading that direction to the good, and then like really being good. Really be good, Leo. We got the Knight of Cups. All right, somebody wooed you, like charmed you into trusting them. Someone charmed you into trusting them. They had all these great business ideas that they wanted to do with you. They have this job opportunity that doesn't pan out, right? Short term or long term, didn't pan out. They have this someone romantically wooed you. Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is like looking at the past and seeing all the mistakes possibly that you made, or all that you put into something that is not going to be realized, not in this connection. Not in this connection. All these apples you got on the table that you've harvested, That's all your hard work, okay? That's the seeds that you've sown, but they are not going to come to fruition like this here. They're not going to come to fruition with this one unless you leave, you like take the information that you get of someone being overindulgent. You know, somebody might have been skimming off the top of the profit margin, or whatever the profit is, you know, skimming off the top. They are just taking money, like whatever, taking money, or cashing out investments, or just basically robbing the company, robbing the business, stealing from the business, stealing from you. Of course, with if it's romantic, it would be someone stealing your trust by behaving in ways that cannot be trusted, right? In any capacity you can think of romantically, okay? Someone has just been doing you wrong. They've been overindulging in something, some kind of behavior that has it's got deception written all over it. Betrayal, you're being backstabbed, it's a toxic situation. Maybe they're giving you the silent treatment. But they seduce you. They seduced you and charmed you into believing in them. And it turns out that that's their skin, you know. That's their skin that they operate in, is that the skin of a snake, right? Someone that slithers around, sneaks around, and then strikes just when you don't expect it, and devours you, betrays you, deceives you, backstabs you. So romantic or business-wise, or at the job, on the job-wise, career-wise, you have been slighted, and it might be a lot more than just a slight. So this is like something that you have put so much work into, because this is the Seven of Pentacles, right? And the next one is the Eight of Pentacles, where you're working hard. You have sown some really good seeds to be prosperous and abundant, you know, to advance, to promote, to be promoted, or to promote, or it's like you have put a lot of effort into a relationship. Lot of effort. You might as well put all that you have ever accumulated in your life, as in, if you would put it to a dollar value, it would be like, in your mind, it would be like you have invested millions of dollars in this relationship, and this person has pulled the rug out from underneath your feet and put you on your head. And now you're realizing that everything that you put into this relationship, your investment in it, is just, it's for naught. It's not going to come to any kind of fruition with this person. But you are going to move forward, and it's going to come to fruition with a new connection, with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so it is luck, it's lucrative and fortunate that you are getting out from under this with somebody who is going to be making you an offer that is going to be, as you're going to see, as a win-win for you and them. It's going to be something that is going to be able to move you in the direction of a relationship or a business-ship, situationship that you would have dreamt of and would dream of and would want to realize, to achieve and succeed in. Okay? Then we got the Page of Wands. So we got two pages here. So you got two brand new pages on in your new cycle, in your new chapter. The cycle, the Wheel of Fortune cycle. So they got not only an offer, a love offer possibly, or just an offer you're going to love, you're going to be psyched about, you're going to be excited, and you know, you're just going to daydream about it while you're awake, and sleep and dream about it while you're sleeping. daydream about it while you're awake and dream about it while you're sleeping. With the Page of Wands, it's exciting. It's exciting. You're feeling inspired. You're just feeling alive. You're feeling much better, much more hopeful and optimistic, and feeling like, ooh, like, phew, you know, you dodged a bullet here by being able to find out that this person's being, you know, deceptive in whatever capacity that is for you, romantic or business or work-wise or whatever, financial-wise. It is something that woke you up to see that that it was time for you, that you had been bamboozled with love, with charm, sex, seduction of these big dreams, you know, that this person had, if this is business or career related. These big dreams, these big promises and whatever. You were seduced by that. Big salaries, you know, profits, the profit margin. They came to you with graphs and tables that told you how the profit's going to grow within 5 years or over year to year, whatever. If you do this, if you start this business or you do this thing in your business, that kind of thing, right? But it was more about them lining their pocket, or it was more about them keeping somebody around that they could, their person is the one that they're going to leave the everyday to day stuff with, that would be you, while they go off and play. You know, if it's a romantic relationship. So you're feeling very, very, if you're not right now, you're going to be, Leo, feeling very, very excited about this new offer that you are in love with. Whether it's the person that's offering it that you're in love with, or just the idea, the situation, the offer itself. Then we have the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. And that goes with this, with the ring. Ace of Pentacles, like having a great big engagement ring on your finger. Just like this little girl's holding that apple. It'd be like, that's like a promise of commitment, which is the ring idea here. And so you've rubbed the lamp for the genie to come out. You made your 3 wishes and they're being granted. Ace of Pentacles is when you decide to stand up for yourself, stand up for your rights, right? Stand up for your rights and not let people use you as a doormat, and walk away with what you have invested in yourself, in the relationship, that what you put into it, you should be able to reciprocate it, right? But this person's taking you for a ride in some way, and you finally, you know, some kind of information came in quick, and it said you should know what this one's doing, that kind of thing. Or it's like news, maybe it's like a financial report at the end of the month, and you don't normally pay attention to it because it might be something your partner does or someone else does in the company, but it comes across your desk, and just out of curiosity, you open it up and you see, oh my, like this doesn't look right. So you start looking at the past months, you know, the most recent past months financial reports, and you're seeing how there's a discrepancy in like 30 figures, you know, or 40 figures, or 60 figures, 6 figures, you know, that kind of thing. And you're seeing how something just isn't adding up, and so you look further into it, you research into it, and you see that perhaps somebody, you know, your partner or whoever it is, has been skimming off the bottom or skimming off the top, I don't know. But things are not as they should be, and you found the strength and the courage to dig your heels in and say, I am not going any further with this. You know, you find yourself somebody else, whether that's a romantic partner or a business or work situation. You find yourself I'm done, I'm out of here. My investment is not going to pay off staying here, so I need to put my investment elsewhere. And then the Milky Way, with the networking, you put your feelers out, You got networking, marketing, internet, fame, expand, spotlight, innumerable, social media, publicity, connected, and exposure. You expose yourself, or you expose the situation, but you are going to be putting your feelers out, either romantically, putting your feelers out, or business-wise, putting your feelers out with work or being in your own business, that kind of thing. You're looking for someone else who will invest in it with you, whether it's romantic or business. Someone comes along. You hit the jackpot, the Wheel of Fortune with this person. They make an offer. They say, yeah, that sounds like what you were doing. It sounds like a really promising thing. You just had the wrong person you were with. And you go, yes, I realize that. And so they say, well, have you thought of this? What about that? And you're going, yeah, well, I'm glad I met you. We never thought of that. And it's like having a fresh mind, somebody who can show us new angles or new things or whatever. But romantically, it's just a person that you meet through networking with friends, or possibly online with a dating site, whatever it is, socially too, because social media, some way you meet up with somebody who is very promising, a very promising new romantic partner. Wheel of Fortune, Page of Cups, offer of love, Page of Wands, a lot of passion between the two of you, excitement, and just being happy to find each other and to be spending time with each other. Ace of Pentacles is that's the this is a very fortunate energy. The Ace of Cups, the divine comes along and says, you've really stood up for yourself. You dug your heels in and you said, this isn't right, I'm moving on. And you did what was best for you. This is karmic. This is more of a true soulmate situation for you. And so they roll out the red carpet for you, saying, we are blessing your life now, because you're allowing yourself to be blessed. You're opening up the energy of bring it on, bring the blessings on. Whereas before, if you were having to deal with someone toxic, you were in much different energy then than you are now, having freed yourself from this. So you're going to slowly progress into bigger and bigger energy, which is bigger and bigger magnetic attraction to all those big blessings that the divine has in the ethers for every single one of us. The only ones that will draw that into our lives, into form, in a material way, in form from the ethers, is the ones that magnetize to it. So this is it. This could be end up becoming the ring that your romantic person wants to put on your finger, or you want to put on their finger, depending on whether you're a woman or a man here, Leo. But that'll become, this is what they're all about. They're all about, with the 7, they're committed to love. 7, heaven is love, right? They're committed to love. They're committed to doing what's right, doing what's good, what's positive. Doing unto others that they would have done unto them, have others do unto them. So you are in good company now, very good company now. You've attracted that by digging your heels in and standing up for your rights and saying, I'm not doing this with you anymore. And enough is enough. You hurt me, or you deceived me, or whatever it is, and you said, I'm gone. That's the divine saying, you go girl, or you go guy, right? You've done well. You passed the test that was needed to be passed for you to be open to the blessings. And so now you're going to either sign a new contract. If this is business, it's somebody that's all about making a commitment through contracts and agreements. If it's love, it's all about someone who's committed to being committed to someone in love. So that is like the ring right there, that little apple, that big apple with the little girl, is like the ring or the contract, the agreement that the two of you are going to sign in the near future. 6 of Wands, victory and success. That goes with this. So you were like, yeah, let's sign this contract, or yeah, let's get hitched. Let's do till death do we part thing, okay? Victory and success, and then it's justice. Gentleman number 1 comes along. He's the King of Cups. He's with the Ace of Hearts here, which is the Ace of Cups, another divine offering with the red carpet. You're not only going to have unending blessings and great big blessings coming into your life now that you're open to it, because you're not having to protect yourself over here anymore from toxicity. You're open now to being able to just, it's just like anyone else who is struggling with being able to have enough money to put food on the table for themselves or their family. They don't have the energy. They just literally don't have the energy or the time to be able to invest in something else, right? They just don't. Until you have your basic needs met, you really don't have the wherewithal, the energy, the time, just the mind power, what do they call it, the bandwidth to be able to say, bring more on. So you're open now, as opposed to somebody who's just trying to protect what you had, trying to keep everything together here. Now that you're not struggling that way, you're more open to being open to receive. See, so now you have this gentleman, this one that you've met. And again, you could be a man who loves to have men partners, but this is definitely a man here who is going to offer you, not only a ring for engagement and their undying love, but they're going to offer you their sense of being a balanced person, because kings are balanced, it doesn't matter what king it is. They're balanced. They have integrated their energy, their particular energy, their quality of energy, and for them it's love, it's emotions. They have their emotions not neutralized but balanced. Their mind and their heart are on the same page. So whenever they speak or think and speak, it has something to do with doing it right, doing it the right way, being mindful and considerate, loving, compassionate, all that sort of stuff. When they're not, if someone's not in your mind and heart are not in sync, we're doing a lot of lip service, right? And we might be given a lot of promises, but our heart really isn't into it. Our heart's really not in it. You see, it's not in the game, because the two are not on the same page, because this person's out for themselves. One that's speaking from the lip service, the mind, without the heart, the emotion in it, it's just lip service. And it's about them. It's all about them. It's not about treating others as they would have others to treat them. This one does. Okay? So that's justice. That's balance. That's fairness. You have finally gotten yourself out of this game where it was totally one-sided, was not fair, to being in the energy of balance. And it's justice. The divine says you have justice. We brought justice into your life with this red carpet of blessings and this red carpet of big love. 9 of Swords, Wheel of Fortune again, the Last Judgment with Judgment, the Hermit and 2 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Cups. I just think we can leave it there. I would say the Hermit card could play into this, because it's something that you have had to reach deep within you to find that strength and courage. And where do you think you found the strength and courage? Even if it was your anger, you found that strength and courage. The anger that said, this is not right. It's unjust. This is unjust. It wasn't right. Things have got to change, right? And that the only way to change things was you to leave this person behind, this whole business venture or relationship or whatever it is. And it is like something that you had been losing sleep at night. But there's no more of that. It might be because let's just put it this way. When we were so solid in this kind of energy, it takes a momentum, which means it takes time, little bit by little bit, inch by inch, to come out of that energy, to trust again. Because, you know, this guy proved to be a snake. Why wouldn't this one eventually prove to be a snake? Well, they're not going to. But you have to start changing your mind about that. And that's where the Hermit energy could come in. Even the the hangman energy would come in. It's where you need to have a new perspective that not everyone's a snake that you're going to meet or be in business with or a relationship with. So we will bring that out. So the Nine of Swords is that you're still going to have these nights where you're going to be wondering, what if? What if it turned out to be like this, okay? But the Wheel of Fortune is going to remind you that this was your destiny. This was your destiny, so don't just be happy, but be hopeful, be optimistic that whoever you're going to be partnering up with now has good intentions. They are the King of Hearts, Cups. And it's like you were just answering the call and needing to dig into yourself to find that strength and courage. So now, in order to not just, you used it to get yourself straight here with what was going on that you didn't know, and you found out the jig is up. Use that same strength and courage within you to seek the truth about whoever you're with or partnering with in any capacity, any manner. Use that same strength and courage to know the truth, to intuitively feel guided, to know that this person or the next person and the next person is somebody that's worth investing in. You invested in this one, it turned out not so good. But that was karmic, and that was your life lesson. For you to be able to have that discerning energy that says, not everybody that comes up to me with really great ideas or wants to woo me or seduce me or charm me with all these great promises and ideas, not everyone is going to be above board. Not everyone is going to be like this one here, the King of Cups is going to be like this one. Okay, so life lesson is answer the call, make the decision, but keep checking in. Keep checking in. All right? Answer the call, make the final, the decision to do something. You're hearing your guidance. Decide to do something that you feel you're being guided to do, and then just keep checking in. So it's like that business practice where you come up with a plan, you design the steps to achieving the plan, but as you go forward in one step, you reevaluate to see if that step was the most beneficial step. The same thing as this. You've got the plan of moving forward in your destiny. The plan is to move forward fortuitously. Listen to yourself to find out what actions are needed to be taken, and take them. The last call, making a decision to take a step. But then always go within every night or whatever and check to see if you feel like that step was successful, or if you need to go back to the drawing board. Okay, I hope that this is helpful to you, Leo. Take care of yourself. Bye for now.